Welcome to Ferbawlz presents Godot Basics. Here I'm going to be going through the Godot documentation and beginning with in the Getting Started tab under Step by Step. You may want to, before this, go ahead and read the About and the Introduction, learn how to install Godot, some of the basics, some of the terminology, and we're going to be beginning this episode with the nodes and scenes. We start by hitting the Create tab for a new project, and I'm going to call mine Ferbawlz Godot Basics. Leave everything else the same, except hit the Browse button and figure out where you want to place your installation folders. Here I have a Godot folder, and I'm just going to select that. You can leave everything else the same and hit the Create and Edit button. Our Godot game engine launches, and you'll first see yourself in a 3D workspace. We're going to click that 2D workspace right up at the top, and this is where we're going to begin our first lesson. On the left side, we have our scene dock, where we can choose our first node. Here we want to start with a simple text, and to do that we will need the label mode. You can select Other Node, or you can click this plus sign, which pops up the Create New Mode, type in Label, and select. I am going to type Ferbawlz presents Godot Basics. We'll expand this a little bit and click on the move icon so we can center it right about in the middle like that. And now to run our scene, just to see if everything worked out. This is pretty simple. You click this Run Current Scene button right up at the top, or F6, and it's going to ask you to save. You need to save your scenes before you can use them. Here, we'll keep ours as a simple label.tscn. And then in just a moment, our game pops up. And there we go. We have a video game with nothing more than Ferbawlz presents Godot Basics, or Hello World, or whatever you chose to type. Here, close your game window. And the last thing we're going to do is set up the main scene. Now we have this Run Project, or F5 button at the top. This note here, running the project's main scene, is distinct from running the current scene. If something doesn't make sense, make sure you're running the right scene. We're going to play, and it is going to ask us for our main scene. We're going to select the current scene as our main. Here it is our label.tscn, or text scene. Click on it. You can double click or click and hit the open. And now, once again, it'll run, and we have the same thing. Ferbawlz presents Godot Basics. Not too bad. See in the lower left, our label.text scene is now blue. That indicates that this scene is our main scene. And that is your first steps into adding text. To your scene. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next one.